We are Paul Leonard,
And Bryce Graskowski.
and this is 20 Minutes of Fitness.
Hey, what's up? I'm good, man. I'm good. Rocking it.
A little bit of different fitnessing from our normal pre-WOD, like sweaty, exhausted. Not so much today, just
Yep.
generally spent.
Yep.
Oh,
We're gonna fix this because
Bryce is trying to mess up my
you
microphone.
fucking cutting out last week.
I don't know what's going on there. Bryce is messing stuff up on my.
There you go.
Okay, so yeah, a little lifting complex today. Nice little change of pace.
Yep.
One thruster, one push press, one push jerk, and then one split jerk without dropping the bar or anything in between.
That's me throwing up in my own mouth.
And it was fun. It was good to get some heavy lifting. It's actually yesterday's workout,
Yeah.
but I didn't work out yesterday, so I wanted to do it today.
All good.
And Bryce didn't work out yesterday because he was a bitch from the day before,
Sure.
so now he's going to double up today. But I'm not going to double up most likely because it's just not how I roll.
Oh, so why didn't you work out yesterday?
Time.
Bitch.
Time.
Bitch.
So speaking of running out of time and doing lots of workouts, Wodapalooza's over. It
Right.
went well. We definitely were off on a lot of our predictions.
A lot of our predictions.
Multiple of our predictions.
Let's talk about what we were off on. So Vellner, we both had him as a winner.
Yeah.
So that one.
That was an obvious one.
100%.
Yep.
That's it for the men. We were way off.
Way off on the rest. But I do want to point out all Canadian podium. So,
Yeah, it's about
fuck
time.
yeah. Yeah,
About time Canada stopped
You know why?
laying down.
Because it's really cold there right now, so they're tough as shit.
Oh,
By the
so why?
summer, they're not that tough anymore.
Or is it because no one showed up?
No, lots of people. Lots of
Because,
people.
well, first off, Ricky Gerard was taken out
I think he was drug tested.
due to COVID.
That's not true.
Due to COVID, he was out, so that was
There
a
goes
he
that.
still would have been in the top three.
Maybe.
We would have still been right.
Who knows?
And then who else did you have in the top three?
I don't remember.
Let me think real quick. We had a pan check.
Oh yeah,
And
we all thought it meant.
Pretty cool. The pan checks ended up in
In a row.
a row. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. Panchix ended up 7th, 8th, and 9th. And you said you thought Saxon would be the top Panchik?
I like that tedious name, but yes, I like
I
it.
said Scott would be the top Panchik. It was Spencer as the top Panchik.
There you go. He beat the other two.
The young guy.
But I
He's
mean,
a
between
hour
Saxon
young.
and
Yeah.
Spencer, you can't even tell the difference.
Oh, they're a minute apart.
So if it wasn't for the
and
shorts, they're
then
the same.
Jason Hopper kind of
He did
didn't-
well.
didn't do that well,
I mean,
as
he,
expected.
yeah,
11th
he
place.
still did well. For a young
he's
new
still
guy.
very unproven, I'd say.
That's true. He's got some ahead.
I mean, to be the top shelf, right?
Yeah.
He's actually under the Taylor shelf.
Yeah.
Taylor shelf. Because his own training partner beat him
Oh, okay.
by one place. And then Colton Merton's right up there, which is surprising that you've got Colton right under Hopper when there are disadvantages of his size.
Just different athletes.
Yeah, totally different athletes. But also cool because it shows you
It was a good test.
a bigger guy and a bigger guy versus a smaller guy. It's almost equal. So that tells you that programming was pretty equal throughout. And I think if they didn't change if they didn't have all the rain and shit, I think the Mertens would have been ahead of Hopper. But who knows?
And looking at the workouts, I think that if Fikowski had competed, he
Oh,
would
he
have had
did.
4 on the podium. 4 Canadians on the podium.
Because they're butt buddies.
Let's see what they're up there too. That's all I'm saying.
He's standing behind the other one. Yeah, he would have been in second place. And then the girls' side, we didn't.
Sarah dropped out. Wasn't expecting that.
Sarah dropped out once again, so I think she's done. What do you think about
Yeah.
Sarah's?
To quit again in the workouts, like. Yeah,
I mean, I'm
think
sure she's
hurt. That
I'm-
sucks.
I don't think has she posted yet about what happened.
I don't know.
I know she said, "Oh, I had to step out. I'll let you know," or whatever. I don't think. Big scare in Event 3 on Friday. Okay. And when was this? Oh, 2 days ago. And therefore, the last 72 hours been the same. Needed to have an MRI on her knee, so that's a problem. Thankfully, I still have a fighting chance. We have no idea. So apparently, it's not as bad as she possibly thought. Because she says she still has a fighting chance for this season to go to the game. So that's good. That's really good.
Otherwise, actually, we were relatively close on our guesses, I think, right? Chadburn did real well.
Chadburn second. We had
Danny
her
did
first.
well.
Who?
Danny did well.
She did fifth. Ariel Lowen, we had mentioned
Yeah.
her, and even Emma.
McQueen.
Yeah, and we didn't really.
We didn't really mention her, but
Fee Sagafi in eighth place. But the person that we kind of almost mentioned was we mentioned her name a couple times, but is did you watch it, by the way?
I watched most of it, actually.
Oh, okay, so you saw what's her name? Ellie Turner.
Yeah.
So Ellie
Which
was
is
in
not the
first.
Ellie you were talking about.
No,
but it was
she was
Ellie who
she was in
crushed.
first place till the end.
Yeah.
And then fell apart, like couldn't get the handstand walk, and then just fucking imploded.
But,
So-
like, killed the beginning of the weekend.
So she
Just
went from-
first place.
She went from making $100,000, and pretty much if she made 2 more inches on her handstand walk, $100,000 to 0. Well, I don't know. I imagine 6th place is 0.
Probably.
That's a huge. But I think this will be one of those moments
Making a name for herself.
that will made a name for herself. You can capitalize on that, but also will be that moment where you look back and be like, oh man, that's when I decided
I
didn't want that to happen again. I got to be better mentally, whatever. Whereas somebody like Sarah, who I kind of feel is done. Like I'm not going to put her in.
Yeah.
I always pick her as like, oh, she's going to be a favorite.
Because she's good and she
and
should be able to.
I don't think she's going to be in the top 5 ever. Again.
I don't think she'll be
she's
able to
done.
make it to the end of a competition
She
again. based on
once
what's
again
happened.
started
She does.
crying during a workout, and then hit more weight after she had a breakdown. So to me, I get it. You're upset that your knee might be hurt, but the fact that you actually went ahead and did more weight that you just missed 3 times, that is mental. That's not. Or maybe she.
I mean, she might be seriously fucked up too. So there's that.
That's true, but then you should stop.
That's true too.
So to me, either you didn't give yourself enough time to lift it, or just mentally. All right, so
And then teams,
the big shock.
Mayhem just didn't have.
And not really.
Rich just didn't have the teammates that he did
Yeah.
before, right?
Not
Angelo's
even-
gone to being a full-time firefighter now, so he's not putting the training time. And then their other partner kind of held them back.
Well, they're not a team.
No.
They're just training partners, somewhat.
Although the boys crushed it, which we
Yeah.
kind of predicted, I suppose.
I mean, they should have been in. I mean, you look at it, they should be in first place. Taking Mayhem being not
Yeah.
the best team.
And then my guess my
Yeah,
prediction
Thunder
of
from
the
Down
Thunder from Down Under, those guys are fit, man. Very, very fit, as they proved.
Yeah. Smith Brothers, we don't know because they didn't
It
show
wasn't
up.
the Smith
So that was pointless.
And considering, though, he actually brought a decent team with him. Like, for Alec to not bring his 2 brothers.
It was okay.
But-
I mean, Sam Dancer didn't have any. He found out he was competing that day.
Yeah.
Like they literally said, "Hey man, you want to work out?"
And I think considering
and
he's
good
fit
for
enough
him.
to be good.
He's
but,
fucking, that's
yeah.
awesome that he did it. And on the ladies' side, not a real shock.
Nathan crushed it, but we didn't expect so much from the European region.
Yeah, well, I don't
So,
think we knew that.
We knew
existed.
Holte, but we didn't know the rest of her team.
So we knew
and they
Holte.
crushed.
We didn't realize. I know nothing about like regular teams. Like
No.
those girls got second place at the games.
Oh, did they?
They're the best, probably the best women in CrossFit teams.
Yeah.
You know, Mayhem wins because they
And then
have,
Holte is
because they have
second.
the best male in CrossFit. So, and then you add Holte, who's a beast,
Very, very much so.
and comparable with Haley Adams. If they're in individuals, they'd end up probably close to not the same strengths and weaknesses, but definitely
But they fight it out,
they're at
yeah.
that same level, definitely top tier. So, so
And
not
then the
not a
Go
shock.
One team was the one I didn't know at all,
Yeah, no,
and they crushed it. They got third, right?
third, yeah.
Yeah.
And
so that team, I
good-
didn't know anything about them. So
really
that's
good
just-
though, fun to watch. It made it
Yeah.
really good to watch. And actually, the teams were the female teams. The boys ran away with that shit. So, well, female teams, that was really fun to watch.
And all in all, actually, I think they did a really good job of televising it all and everything too. I felt
I
like
thought
it was
it was
actually well done to watch, enjoyable. And
I look at Wodapalooza as the future of exercising.
doing it like on the ocean like that and having
Yeah.
like just good
It's
events.
so much better than the CrossFit Games, like looks, atmosphere, excitement. Also, they had 2,200 people competing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
In
here-
like how many different
And
categories?
here you have the games who we can't make money because blah blah blah, and we're gonna cut down to 10 age group divisions, and like I'm sorry, Wodapalooza is not having trouble fucking making this work. You have
No.
a real problem
And they have every category you could think of. Like they have like multiple
40 categories.
They have scaled adaptive.
Right.
They have adaptive athlete, but they also have scaled adaptive.
40
and they have different elements.
40
of that.
different things. It's, I don't know.
Very impressive.
I
Well done. Whoever is like the mastermind, actually, what's his name?
Matt O'Keefe.
Matt O'Keefe, who like is the mastermind behind it, obviously with a lot of help.
Yeah, I don't know who the actual he's in charge of it now, but yeah.
But impressive nonetheless. They've done a good show.
Yeah,
Good
no,
job.
I was impressed, and last year I didn't watch it because there was behind a paywall.
Yeah.
Right? Usually it's behind a paywall, so you don't watch it.
And now they got more sponsors. So
But
they can
watch,
do that.
like, that's a huge mistake on their part,
Oh, yeah.
because if they
You
just
want to make it big.
you want to make it big, put that up for free, man. That
Yeah.
I want to go there next year.
Yeah, that'd be
like
fun.
I'm like, shit, I will definitely look to.
We could go in the
there.
beginner edition.
I
We're
think
good to go.
to me that's, I don't know. I have more interest in that now.
That could be
than
the new CrossFit Games for you.
That's what I'm saying. I have more interest in that than I do the CrossFit Games. I have zero interest in the CrossFit Games.
So moving on to interest.
Yeah.
How's the nutrition challenge going for you, buddy?
Good. Down
Are you getting lighter?
201, yeah.
201, you were 201 last week.
It was 202 at this time.
Okay, 202 last week. Gotcha.
But I'm 201.
Pounds. There you go.
And
That's
it's
not bad, too.
it's a little lower, you know. I'm definitely cutting fat, so
Yeah.
yeah.
And then you're
eating
doing
a lot of protein and fat, getting rid of most carbs, because carbs are bad for you.
Yep. Unless you need it.
Nope, it's still bad for you. Get your energy somewhere else. Become adapted, my friend.
I think I'm doing really well on my fitness challenge this time. I think my wife's been really noticing as I walk around the house. She's always like, "What an ass!" So I feel like my ass is getting nice.
But
No?
how are you doing?
I'm actually doing really well. I'm down 3 more pounds this week.
Are you
so.
still eating sugar?
I am more or less just eating meat and vegetables
Oh, good.
and protein shake for breakfast. That's kind of what I've been doing. And then I've been fasting once a week, so I fast on Monday again.
So you're doing 24-hour fast?
24-hour fast.
So the next day you just eat regular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll do a 24-hour fast, and then I'll have like a small dinner that day,
Yeah.
because after 24 hours is up, so I'll have a small dinner,
Okay.
and then the next morning I'll have a protein shake,
Next
and
day
then
you just eat your normal calories.
healthy breakfast, or healthy
So
lunch, healthy dinner.
That's definitely something people make the mistake of, and I'll be addressing this in our group, is that, let's say we do a 24-hour fast, you can do it every other day. The day in between, people try to force feed themselves and eating like 150%, so they're eating 75%. That's not the point.
No.
The
No.
point is your body adapts
Yeah.
to create its energy from your fat stores, and that's how you get lean. And then on the other day, you just eat regular. And
Exactly
actually,
the same thing.
you should not even be trying to hit macros or a calorie level like people force feed themselves when they're
No.
full. Don't, just stop when you're full.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eat enough to not be full, or only eat up to your macros. Right?
And I find in general, after a 24-hour fast, I'm not really that starving. Like, you eat a little bit of food and you're kind of full,
No, you shouldn't be.
and then the next day, I feel like I'm kind of just back to normal again.
Well, starving and all that shit is a reaction from your body from lack of sugar mostly. And actually, we don't really have a thirst reflex. So, because through evolution and whatnot, if you believe in those types of things, we got most of our water from eating solid food. So, a lot of times when people are actually think they're hungry, they're actually thirsty.
Yeah.
And then what do most of them do? Most of them are eating things that do not satiate your thirst, like sugar and any carb.
And salty things as well.
Actually pulls in sugar into it. Pulls in water into it from your body, therefore making you thirstier, making you feel hungrier. And if you just realize, so right now we're doing a gallon of water a day, or it's supposed to be your ounces of body weight, but that's
you weigh a
fucking tough
gallon.
when you weigh 200. Yeah. So an ounce, what is it, 126 to a gallon?
I was speaking American.
64 ounces,
I know how many milliliters.
128. Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
So 128, so I have to do a gallon and a half a day.
That's a lot of water.
That's a lot of water.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I purposely tried not to stand on the scale when I have a ton of water in me, because
That's discouraging.
Because every cup is about a half pound. So, but I've actually lost weight. By the end of the night, I'm down every day. So that's good. And that's super hydrated, which I'm probably never usually super hydrated. So
you have to do a serious dehydration, and boom, you're gonna win the challenge.
And I've cut down my coffee drinking because
That's
of
a bad choice.
No, it's actually because I'm trying to drink so much water. And
You just can only drink so much liquid.
I don't want any more, right?
That's
so
fair.
I'm feeling pretty good about it though.
Yeah.
And so the other day I ran to Colina from here. It's about 2.25 miles.
Yep.
Swam and ran back. And as I'm leaving, I'm like, shit, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna carry water there. And then I'm like,
I don't want that.
nope, I don't. I have already drank. 'Cause at that point it was 11 o'clock in the morning. I already drank half a gallon of water. There is no point in carrying water. You're not going to drink any. And on the run back, I actually had to take a piss. So that's sweating for an hour, and then I had to pee because I was plenty hydrated. Yeah, so hydration, key.
All right, buddy. So what else do we need to talk about today?
CrossFit Open is
CrossFit
live.
Open
So
is live.
here's what I'm suggesting we do.
Bryce is
Everybody
the Open now.
Everybody in podcast land. You sign up for the Open.
Okay.
Anybody that has a registered judge, the second you put your registered judge's name in, your score is validated, which to me invalidates the entirety of the Open. It also takes it out of the affiliates. I'm going to register my dog as a judge, and I'm going to put up one of the best times in the world. And I say 10% of us do that, and then no one does the qualifier. And you bankrupt the CrossFit Games. Whoa! Fuck the CrossFit Games.
I wonder how much that will be a problem, like actually, in reality.
Are you kidding me? It's the fucking scores in the Open are invalid already. Dude, how many people have you seen here on a Friday night put up a score and then are like, oh, hey man.
And Sunday all of a sudden they do
Hey
a whole
man,
lot better.
I redid the WOD. I came in on Sunday, nobody was here. So-and-so was my judge, so here's my new score. It's 5 rounds more than their 6 rounds beforehand. Now they're up in the fucking double digits. Happens every year in here.
You don't have to be an asshole to gas it, okay?
So usually if somebody says, hey man, do you mind I do the Open WOD on Sunday when nobody's here after class, I always say, yeah, of course. I always show up.
Yeah.
That's why I show up, because I know the bro rep happens. Now, how many people are going to do the WOD in their CrossFit gyms or wherever on Friday with people watching, and then do it in their fucking garage with their fucking boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, and in my case, my dog watching. And I'm not actually going to do the fucking WOD with my dog. I'm going to just put up a score. Because there's zero integrity. There wasn't much integrity anyway, judging by like if you go see you watch videos and see people doing stuff. The judging, while you hope judging standards are up here, they're generally down here, and that's fine. This is not you're still going to have that slop. We'll call that 10% slop. You now have just cheating slop. No integrity. The Open's been ruined, and they don't care because it's going to bring in more money, and they're going to fix it. You're going to be exposed. They always say, right? You're going to be exposed at regionals. You're going to be exposed now at the what do they call it? Quarterfinal, because you have to put a video in, and that's the only way you can't be validated by your gym. It's validated by you putting a video up. So those people are going to be taken out. But when you have thousands of people that are fucking cheating like that, it invalidates the entire experiment.
And it makes that a lot of people that should be in that
are not in
quarterfinal cannot.
And that's always been the argument. Like, okay, when it's a small group, when it's only like, okay, yeah, they're questionable on some reps. That's a different thing than these people are just fucking cheating with their questionable reps and doing it in mass. When it's taking it out of the affiliate's hands, or where you're not in an affiliate, you could always have put in a video. Why can't we put videos in now? Like, why isn't that still the thing?
And it must just be a cost of having people go through the videos.
Because then you gotta go through videos.
Stuff. Yeah.
But so don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do it. You can't do this. I don't know. To me, it just invalidates. It invalidates the Open, and that's unfortunate because I always said the Open is you always want to compare yourself to the largest pool. right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be
Like how I got number 1 in the world on the workout yesterday.
right. You're in a world leaderboard now instead of just the gym, which you would have had number 1. I've had it once. Sorry. So you would have been number 1 in the gym of, let's say, 30 guys did it RX, or well, that one, whatever. Everybody, all the guys did it RX. Let's say 30. Whereas now you're number 1 in the world. You're judging yourself by, on Beyond Whiteboard at times I've seen like 400 or 500 names on there for any given workout, or for like.
And I just got lucky that nobody strong would get it.
Yeah. One thing I did think about is you have to pay for the cap programming now, so that a lot of them may have dropped off. But I don't know. You look at the final numbers on there. It'll take you a while to scroll, but yeah, it gives you a good idea. But still, you're still comparing
I just
yourself.
wanted to beat Sheamus and Walker.
Yeah,
so
you're still comparing yourself to a bigger group, and the bigger the group, the more accurate the data. The smaller the group, the less accurate. So now you've got the open. There's gonna be a lot of people that don't do it anyway because they're pissed off. So you're gonna have a smaller group already, which it was already smaller last year. Now you're gonna be down to what, maybe 300,000 people. So of that 300,000, let's say 50,000 of them are fucking just straight out lying, and it's only gonna be a good score that's gonna be a liar. You know,
it might be interesting too, though, because it may actually grow the open, because now you got all these 24-hour fitness people and stuff that didn't want to come into a gym. So
that helps out CrossFit headquarters.
that's what I'm saying. That doesn't help you out, but
Yep.
it may actually, from a CrossFit headquarters standpoint, be a good thing.
No, that's why they're doing it.
Well, we'll see if it even
Because
is.
now
though.
you get your $20 and you get your $10, and now you don't have to go to a CrossFit gym to do CrossFit anymore.
Yeah.
It takes away money out of the affiliates' pockets, and that's the one thing they shouldn't be doing.
Just fuck the affiliates. Anyway, peace out, guys.